What's going on, man? It's Erv-Daddie from Street Royalty Magazine, live on location right now. Here, listen. I was having a conversation with a couple of friends of mine. We was talking about, this was kind of right after the Diaz and McGregor fight, you know, part 2. Man, that was a good fight. It was a good fight. I actually had Diaz, you know, up 3-2. Worst case scenario, I had a draw. You know, I didn't. I don't think that you know, from me viewing the fight, I didn't see Conor winning the fight, but I did see it as an awesome fight within itself, and which made us start talking about a couple of things right here. Here, when you talk about boxing, boxing is like the cornerstone of fighting. You know, learning, the first thing you do is, you know, you put your hands up, you know, and you learn how to you learn how to fight, learn how to throw those punches. But when you talk about boxing, not as a science, but boxing as a sport, is like on a decline. You know, unfortunately, boxing as a sport is really on a decline right now. Here, when you talk about boxing, you talk about in like the last 10 years of boxing, you know, there's really only one name that you can say. You can really only say Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, you know, he really has carried boxing for like the last 10 years. And with him retired right now, there is absolutely no huge boxing fight out there, no huge event. I got to tell you, I almost don't even know who the champions are. I remember at one time that being the heavyweight champ was like the greatest thing that ever happened. And then, you know, you have Floyd come along, and then heavyweight champs really didn't mean anything no more. We haven't really had an exciting heavyweight champion since Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was like the last of the great heavyweight champions, just true ferocious people that have incredible draws at the box office. You know what I mean? So when you talk about boxing as a sport, boxing is on a decline. Now, when you talk about MMA, man, you're talking about a fighting sport that's just like the premier fighting sport right now. There's kids that's going to be born right now training to be UFC champions. UFC will probably be in Olympics coming up sometime soon. Man, here, I'm always going to love boxing. Boxing is always going to be there. But when you watch, I was watching a boxing match. I can't even remember who the two people were last night. And comparing as a sport and as sport entertainment, as a sport, watching boxing looks so boring, you know, compared to watching an MMA fight. Completely boring. Watching Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match, completely the opposite. You see the true science of the sport, you know. So watching Floyd fight and watching just a regular boxing match, two completely different things. I mean, they had the opportunity to have some greats that could have, you know, took the reins over after Floyd left. Adrian Broner really wanted to be Floyd, but he really didn't want to do the things that it take to be Floyd. You have Canelo. You have Canelo here, and Canelo could have possibly been in that position. I think the worst thing Canelo ever done to his career was fight Floyd Mayweather. If Canelo would have never fought Floyd, it could have always been if they would have fought, this may have happened. You know, but he didn't do that. I think that was a terrible thing for his career to fight Floyd. So, man, right now, MMA is in the front seat. The front seat. Anytime you want to see a phenomenal fight, all you got to do is tune in on a Friday or a Saturday night, and every week is something dynamic going on in the world of MMA. I got to tell you something, man. They need to do something with boxing real soon, or boxing is going to be a sport that's just going to kind of fade away, unfortunately. And once again, I'm Erv-Daddie from Street Royalty Magazine, and I'm always take you where you want to be, let you see what you need to see. From Street Royalty Magazine, it's Erv-Daddie. Look out for my podcast coming soon. Follow me.